We're back to the Crown of Leaves. First thing we can do is walk over here and throw the apple in the well for some reason. Here's as well. Feeling I should throw something in there. Really? Because last time we were yammering around about how there was nothing in there. So let's check it out. But you just said there was nothing in this well. Someone's inside. Hey, are you okay? You hear me? I will bring help. We will get you out of there quickly. Don't worry. Hey. Why aren't you responding to me? Are you hiding? But why and from who? I need some paper and a pen and a thread. I'll write a note and lower it in the well so the one who's hiding there can answer me. Bit of a spoiler there to update who's Grullo. I was curious if there was any water in the well, and only thanks to my curiosity I found someone who was hiding in the well. The apple I threw fell right on top of them. He doesn't want to answer me, which probably means I'll write a note and lower it down to the rope. I need a piece of paper, a pen, and thread. Who could this mysterious person be? It's probably Grullo. Also, you've got some more information about Serban. And Serban is all bright-eyed when he looks at my desktop and jewelry tools. Is that right? No. Yeah, quite a dream. I'm not only familiar with this dream, but even touch it, even though it's without much interest. Serban admitted that he would very much like to follow in the footsteps of his late father and my colleague by becoming a jewelry maker, but he's sure that his mother won't approve of such a hobby. Lazy, or it may be lazy. This languishing beauty is my school love. Predictable, isn't it? A long time ago, I tried my best to attract her attention with my drawings, fantasies about the flat, and Tsourai. She liked these very much, I guess so we began to spend a lot of time together, but she was seeing guys who had straight fangs and didn't wear glasses. Means I had no chance. I was friend zoned, but I've since gotten over it. Alright, yeah, shut up about the friend zone. It's not real. Lazy, devoted friend. She doesn't ask any questions, tolerates my stupid antics, and is always ready to help. Sometimes I overuse our friendship, but it doesn't seem that she minds it. She's eating the century of our camp. Rasgo. I always thought this bozo is exactly the type of man she would eventually see him. Okay. Getting a little incelish there, Roui. I'm going to tone it back a little bit. Yoink. Strange, there's no thread here. God damn it. And there's a piece of paper. Serban. You're no longer a little boy to play with threads. Don't even try to look for them. They are now safely hidden. Poor child. You can't even play with threads. God damn it. So thread in the steering kit. Brilla hid them from Serban because he plays with them? Well, let's go give her a stern talking to. Now you listen here. Never mind. Aha, what about this? A secret place which is always locked. Intriguing. I can't do anything with it? Brilla's bag is her treasury. If I were stupid, I would certainly check what she had inside, but a strong feeling of self-preservation keeps me away from it. A coffee pot. I want to make another cup of coffee badly so I can arrange my thoughts, but it would be the 10th one for today? Damn, guy. Pepper and ginger are my favorite coffee supplements. Oh yeah, I never got around to trying the pepper and ginger coffee. I will make a note of that. Damn, my sugar was here. And honey. Why does Brilla constantly use my things as her own? I buy them, not her. This is Brilla's trash. Pfft, what a charming rural sight. Funny, this is a diploma. Do you think it was given for studies or some special talent? You're wrong, then. Brilla was awarded this for growing the reddest, healthiest, most delicious paprika ever seen. It's hard to believe, but yes, local people are crazy about contests. I once saw them reward chain dogs for having the most rigid whiskers. Because they're a bunch of weirdos. Photo of young Brilla. Seems like she used to be a charming, nice girl, even a kind one, judging by the smile. What turned her into a swamp hag? Aha! Here are the threads. Didn't take much time to find them. A snake, symbol of the endless movement of time, easily replaced by regular watches. I don't like to count other people's money, but I will anyway. Glass full of frayed pencils and empty pens. Is there anything that can write? This one looks good. Brilla's account book, with a symbol protecting against evil. Well, on to Brilla. I'll have you know this symbol is what turned me away. Big armchair for a big woman. Rude. It's empty. Oh, I think I found something. A piece of paper, which is perfect for small notes. Yeah, gross. Oh, he won't even open it again. costs a lot. It costs at least 20 Danes. Ink is fresh. Middle ballpoint pen of Flamen production. These are only sold in marquees and filled with paste in several workshops. Makes you remember how Brilla used to get us all with their notations about frugality. And this thing is far from any frugality. It makes you feel the money. Features. Crumpled. Stained with sunflower oil. Luxurious because even a candy wrapper would be suited for a short note. I thought a serious person from the well could read my clumsy handwriting. Of all the teachers at the university, only Professor of Cryptology would easily deal with it. Red. Durable. Coil thread remains. Of course, it was hidden from Serban, but you can't hide anything from me. This item is unable for craft. There we go. I had to actually have a note first. Features. I tried. No, really. Sunflower oil and ink are a bad combination, but I wrote this. I'm Milosh's nephew, and I want to talk to you. May I come in? Features. A letter. On a thread. It's always difficult to express your thoughts in one small note. It's especially difficult when the paper is so oily the pen hardly writes. Throw the whole bobbin down at him. Tsourai to you, Milosh's nephew. I don't mind guess, but my ladder is broken. Goodbye. Fine, if your ladder is broken, I'll bring you a new board so you can fix it. I'll just rip a board off of the side of Brilla's house. Can I have a board? I always find it funny in visual novels where, like, you initiate conversation with someone, they stand up in front of you, get ready to talk, and then you just walk away. Aha! Yes, this board fits. And I'm going to chuck it right at your head. Let's see what sarcastic sassiness he has to say about a board. Yes, it's a board. No, it doesn't fit in my pocket. All I want to do is throw this board in the well and listen to how it rumbles. The sound of it will make the most beautiful melody in the world. Let's get the board out. And yeet. Hey, be careful down there. I'm throwing the plank. Fix your ladder. I knew that was totally fine. I knew it. Holy shit. Threatening and fascinating. It has nothing in common with the wooden figure I found at the lake. If Karkajan really looked like that, I would stay away from him. Apparently, Grullo is fine with all this. He even left a sleeping bag nearby. Oh, that's not alive. Treats wood with skill and clearly doesn't limit himself to furniture or Vardos. As a child, I would have liked such a rocking chair. This man sleeps and works right on the floor. My workplace in comparison to this is just a sample of jewelry workshop. I would fall apart after an hour spent here. There's something very tasty inside, but no, I smell paprika. The size of these horseshoes is shocking, and their shine is even more shocking. Either this time a decoration or an amulet for good luck. Well, it's dry to you, Grullo. I didn't meet Ash's nephew, so what do you want to talk about? You made your friend, Camille, worry about you. To even ask the sentry for help. I know. I saw the appeal. And you wouldn't even try to contact her? No. But why? You can always explain what happened to you and no one will judge. What was so scary that you found in the flat that you didn't want to tell anyone? Should I? I just want to understand why you're making such a big and terrible secret. And I still haven't forgotten that my uncle was involved somehow in your story. Otherwise, why would you look for him right after your return? Okay, listen. What's your name? Roui. Listen, Roui. I can say I haven't seen your face in my friend's house. I was studying at an institute during the time. And what? Did you say your whole life? I don't believe it. I studied one half of my life and worked the other, and only then I returned to Latori. I can't just believe you without any reason. Come on, prove that you and me are some slim family, and then, maybe, I'll tell you something. Oh, I like this guy's theme a lot. Grullo wants evidence that I'm really Milosh's nephew. Okay, I'll bring him evidence. I could ask Brilla for something, but she would just yell at me. Aha! Family beans with the names of my family members on it. Brilla, the great mother, Milosh, the great father, Rasko, the elder son, Serban, the youngest son, Emeral, the great mother's sister, Tsourai, the husband of the mother's sister, Roui. Just Roui? Anyway, it will be enough for Grullo. I'll take this bird. A bird in good health. Doesn't mind the smell of roasted meat, cigarette smoke, or dust. A shovel can be used for more than one thing. Hey! Fuck your private property, Brilla. Am I dreaming, or did the lock just open before the shovel? I didn't even touch it, is what I'll say if I get caught. And here we have some bell rings. They were someone's faithful companion in the flat till they cracked and turned into garbage, which Brilla keeps at home for some reason. Who did they belong to? I doubt it's Brilla. She never had the urge to travel dangerously. What if they belong to my Uncle Milosh? Let's just put this back. Yes, it's you, and you know what? I hate you. Even if Paprika was the last edible thing on Earth, I will let you die of starvation instead. There we go. Now she doesn't lock anymore. Great. I'll wait for another scolding from Brilla now. She never has to know, damn it. How'd you get to the hill camp? I came from here with my family. Force impossible achievements. Oh, okay. We worked together in the factory that makes a dream until, whatever. This is not the most joyful part of my story. And if you judge me about that, there are no other parts of my whole life. We settled in the hills near your camp. My father decided to breed horses, and he did it great. But I haven't seen my family in years. It sounded like you said the factory that makes a dream. Everyone's fighting its army. There'll always be people ready to fix this problem. I'm one of them. What a coincidence. I don't sleep well either. Well, you don't want any of my remedy. He takes out a shovel. I cannot solve your problem without special factory equipment, specifically shovels. But I can advise you to drink less coffee for starters. 10 cups is like the basic human amount of coffee. All right, Captain, telling me what I need to do with my fucking life. Please take it away from me. This is not me anymore. Some bell rings. I found them inside of Brilla's table, and if they belonged here, I'm ready to eat your hat. And who do they belong to? Tell me. To Milosh. Who else could it be? And why are you so sure? In my opinion, these bell rings could belong to anybody. You returned to the journey through the timeless and immediately went to Milosh. Not Camilla, who is also your friend, and not to your family. And even when you couldn't reach to him, you took a wood in your hand and cut a lot of wooden horses so you could let her send them all, one by one, into the lake. Say what you want, but I think this, Milosh, is just as good at the flat as you are. The bell rings prove it. That's why you need his help. Why do you think I would tell you everything as it is? By the way, I'm still not sure if you really are Milosh, not some sly fellow who pretends to be him. You want me to confirm it somehow? Should I bring you my passport or what? For real, I'm not even buying cigarettes from you. I don't have it anyway. I forgot it in Nonori. Think of something. If you really want to learn something from me. These are family beads, you jerk. It's got my name on them right here. Don't even say who you want. Oh, stop it. Obviously, a nephew. That's not what I mean. The one who ordered these beads. I'm sorry, but they don't really care about you. I advise you to stay away from them. I've been trying. He's already left the family, so there won't be any trouble. Are you talking about Milosh? So what about your secrets? Did I prove that I deserve to know them? Alright, I'll talk to you. But not about everything. I didn't create a mystery out of meaningless secrets, but I protect the mind, memories, and possibly the life of another friend of mine. Is it Glashton? Is it real Glashton? Correct. But greatest discovery is to prove the existence of more than one Tsourai clan by risking your life. A great discovery? Oh, Roui, what discoveries are we talking about? About a colossal, stunning discovery. Any silence and from the Northern English will be ready to sell you their last pants just to get an interview from you. I don't care about your scientists. While everyone is puzzled over the Tsourai legacy, in reality, tragedies happen wouldn't happen. What tragedies? What are you fucking talking about? Clans are dying, Roui. See this idol in the corner? This is how a real crocodile looked like. The king of the Glass clan. He was beautiful. Even though he was mortally wounded. Sharp fangs could tear through any armor like paper, and yet... Horse. Oh, cool. It's got no eyes. He was dying. Grullo? Sorry, immortal. They cannot die. Nobody says they can't be killed. Who was killing them, and why? I do not know. Holy names I do not know. But I still could save someone from that. The only problem is that she is still in danger. I had to settle her in the lake. The flat border runs along the coast without going down into the water, and she has to painfully exist in the stream. I can't help her in any other way. This is Glashton, right? The one you're giving your toys to. Her name is Candy. I called her Candy because she already forgot her name. Flat isn't kind of mortals at all, but the stream is even less merciful to the Tsourai. They are washed away like ink in water. They lose themselves and go wild. Can you imagine that mortals are able to see thousands and thousands of fair Tsourai that have become ordinary animals without even knowing what they used to be? So you're giving this little horse figurine to Candy so she won't forget her clan. And it helps her. Sometimes she tells me what her friends look like, I try to cut up my figures to make it look like them. But I cannot go on like this forever. I'm waiting for Milosh to return. He will not save me, but Candy will be safe with him. Sorry to disappoint you, Grullo. Aunt is very sure that Milosh disappeared forever. He will return. He will come down to the well and down to the shelter, perhaps already empty, but he will find both Karkadan and the other horses that I make. He will understand what he should do. But what if Milosh doesn't live up to your expectations? What then? Hopes are useless unless you have a plan B. Do you have something to say? Have you thought about changing the guard? Honestly, I didn't, because I have no one to rely on. You have me. I can support Candy's memory instead of you. You think you can handle this? If my job is to throw various wooden horses into the lake, I think I'll handle it pretty well. That would be great. But wait, what if you decide to move somewhere else? Well, I was thinking about finding a place in the marquee, but not right now. But when I have money, I'll take Candy with me. I'll find her the fattest piece of the flat, which would be like a suite in comparison to the lake where she has to hang out right now. And everything will be fine with her. Of course, Milosh could have done so much more for her. But if he doesn't really appear, Candy won't have a single chance. I'll accept your help, but only if she likes you. Here, take this here carrot. That's not a carrot. Throw it in the lake and Candy will come to meet you. Explain the situation to her. You have a way with words. And thank you, Roui. Okay, let's throw the carrot at the horse. This game got weird. Well, here we go. Sploosh. I did not expect actually a horse. Alright. Wow, this took a weird turn. Was it you who just threw the Revos in here? A carrot? Yes, it's kind of a gift. To you. Oh, the greatest of Tsourai. I'm glad that I evoked subservient feelings in you, Shanty, but I have an itchy teeth from speeches like that. Wasn't it Grullo who sent you? It was Grullo. He told me about the trouble you're both into, and I decided to help. Ah, so you're Milosh, his nephew. Doesn't matter. Grullo said that this Milosh is the great expert on flat Tsourai. In my opinion, it's a pile of scales. Both you or Milosh. How can Shanty help me more? I don't know what my help could offer you, but I'm going to follow Grullo's steps and support your memories. With figures? Come on. When I heard about the stream, it cannot last forever. Sooner or later, I will disappear anyway. I mean, my mind will, my body will remain the same. We'll run around the lake and eat some shit. In best case, fish and seaweed. In worst case, plastic bags and tin cans. Is there really another way to help you? I'd be honored. It's cool that you swear allegiance to me straight away. I'll remember that. Yes, Shanty, there's a way. I'm gonna marry you. Become your wife? Whack! Making it clear right now. Don't flatter yourself. All I need from you is a maverick. A ritual like a marriage. Give it that necessary power to protect me. However, are there any more celebration fits? Lay, birthday, funeral? Well, the wedding is the killer. It works flawlessly and better than anything else. Because it creates a connection. So a maverick is a wedding bracelet, isn't it? If you want to be a bracelet, it'll be a bracelet. If you want a fork for some table, it'll be a fork. I don't care. The main thing is to be pure heart, got it? How exactly will this maverick save you? Since you rely on it so much, it means that it's really worth something. Good thinking, Shanty. I feel I chose you right. A maverick will allow me to look like your kind. Having hooves and a tail won't be a problem for me anymore. I will have a body, a real la, and I'll be able to roam around the stream safely. I don't want to upset you, but I have some bad news. If you're going to live here in the stream with a new body, your mind, of course, will remain, but the body won't. Everything obeys time here, and you'll have just as much of it, well, maybe a little more or less, than any other mortal. It's fine, I'll borrow yours. But what about me? Does this mean that it turns out I will die before my time really comes? You'll die anyway, what's the matter? What's so important you can't keep up a couple dozen of your years? Baby, you decide to serve me, be prepared for sacrifices. This is only the first one. Second, we will start to die. Yes, you'll be lying on the bed or the ground bleeding when I come to you and ask, will you untie the boat? You should answer, now the waters of the stream are forever yours. Got it? You must say the exact same thing. Don't you dare say no to me. Your death is my immortality. If you don't let me go, what's the point? Ask if you suggested this genius plan to Grullo. If you were so obsessed with saving yourself, then you should choose him. He became old in the flat. He doesn't have much time left, so why don't you take advantage of this? Humans are my cup of tea. Oh, really? So that's the only reason. Well, no. There's something else. This brew saved me, chased away the monster by beating it up with a dry branch, and drove me here in a cart. Turned out losing my mind and memories 100 times worse than death by monster fangs, but still, Grullo sacrificed his time, and I had to refuse that. Leave me alone is the only thing I do for him. You are Tsourai. Can't you perform some miracle for him? Give him his youth back, or make him healthy at least. I need to recover first. My clan died just as our king did. My ink supplies are depleted. Give me a maverick, I'll reach the king of Swalk and regain at least a third of my power. Then we'll get back to Grullo. Sorry, I can't marry you. I'm already spoken for. Nothing personal, just my heart belongs to someone else. Ah, congratulations. And what's his name? Her? Antiquity. Ask your antiquity, which you buy. Not super swift on the uptick with the old metaphor, are you there, Candy? No, she will be totally against it. I wouldn't even start. I want to ask you something. Will you really help Grullo when you regain your power? Sure as who's I will. Do I look like I'm going to bail? You look like you don't care about mortals at all. I will help Grullo. Promise me. Then I will find a Sahash who agrees to marry you. But I will explain in detail exactly what you want from them and what they will have to deal with. If I need to talk to you, I'll throw this keychain your way. Will you notice? I'm gonna try. Just do when there's no one on the beach. Even while I'm laying at the bottom, I can hear mortals screaming and splashing in the water from the white sun to the red. And now, bye-bye. Well, that was weird. Neo camper would go crazy from happiness if they were to offer a wedding with Tsourai. Tsourai. But I don't want to look among the locals, no way. They could think that I'm choosing a victim for the lake spirit. Then I'd be even in more trouble. It's better to wait until tomorrow when the festival and the cemetery will start. There will be a lot of visitors. Candy, of course, isn't her real name. She can thank Grullo for that cuteness. The character of this lady isn't sweet at all, and I could hardly say a word while talking to her. She took my wish for help for granted. She doesn't really particularly like mortals and cares only about her safety. She wants to marry a mortal who received a ritual gift from him, a maverick, and go to the king of the Swalk clan to ask him to restore her power. I thought that the Tsourai weren't like mortals. They were alive, mysterious, as ancient creatures should be, or even completely devoid of emotions. I was very mistaken. They have emotions. With manners, however, they have none. Oh, I found all the stuff from the world of mortals. Nice. Glass pendants are placed in the compasses in the flat to help travelers. Although they don't show the direction, by the way they crack, you can understand how far you are from the border with the stream and whether it's time to go black. The glass floors use a special composition for the bell rings, but its ingredients are kept in secret. So Glashtin and Swallowcan are two different groups. Glashtins are the Tsourai who prefer to live in the water, and the king of their clan was a blind unicorn named Carterkin. Both the clan and its leader died for reasons unknown to me. Only one Tsourai rescued by Grullo survived. It seems that before Grullo and other mortals met with the Glashtins too. Otherwise, where would all these ridiculous legends and stories about the spirits come from? Glashtins look exactly like described in fairy tales, like horses with fishtails. And Swallowkin are the weird bird folk that Bo's a part of. Tsourai choose a suitable mortal for themselves and marry them to get a ritual gift they call a maverick. The wedding gift gives this gift a powerful energy that creates a bond between husband and wife, and this energy is the reason why Tsourai are making this desperate move. You can't say otherwise. According to Candy, the gift could be anything, even cutlery. It allows the Tsourai to take the form of a mortal and travel safely in the stream. There's also a catch in this ritual. Tsourai take years of life from their fiancé, but a mortal while dying can drag away the Tsourai with them. To get the complete freedom and ultimate immortality, just before the moment of repose, Tsourai asks the dying one question: will you untie the boat? And the answer must be, now the waters of the stream are forever yours. I immediately wondered how many times the Tsourai actually missed this important moment. The Torian folklore is very flexible. New characters constantly appear. Karkadan, for example, is a beginner in this sense, and the legend about him was probably created like this. Imagine any average traveler who's never experienced anything interesting, who's just leaving the Marquee A to get to Marquee B. No adventures. Even the headless nomads never attacked him. He was traveling a lot, but there was absolutely nothing to tell his family, so he made a story about a unicorn attacked him. At the moment, his listener, maybe it was his brother, said, "A unicorn attacked you, so what? Wild unicorns can be aggressive if you tease them." My traveler was a little bit offended, so he added more details. This wasn't a usual unicorn. He was blind, and if you think that nature is merely deprived of his eyesight, you are mistaken. Deprived of not only of his eyesight, but also his eyes, and even the eye sockets. Then he realized that they finally captured the attention of his modest public and decided to go all in, adding a little magic. He knocked me down and pierced my jacket with the horn over my shoulder, nailing me to the ground. I thought that the end would come to me. This beast had only to tear open my throat with his fangs. Ben said, the beast suddenly spoke. Karkadan says, I hear lies. Karkadan says, you deceive. And I will get you and take your voice away. At this moment, the brother of our storyteller couldn't take it anymore. Well, wait until he actually gets you, you fantasist. Nevertheless, everyone liked the story, but it became popular after the storyteller actually became mute. Then everyone around instantly believed the story, and in Karkadan, and the mystics rejoiced at the addition of the Latorian pantheon of spirits once again. As Grullo said, I threw the carrot in the lake. Before I blinked, I was sprayed with the lake water, and she appeared right in front of me. Candy. Frankly, I expected something else. I didn't even have time to actually believe my eyes and admire her. Candy immediately took me for a ride. It turned out that she doesn't really believe that Milosh could help her, and I agreed with her there. She doesn't believe in my help either. Instead, she offered me marriage. Yes, exactly so. The ritual could give her the opportunity to live quietly in the stream. But it's not the best option for a mortal, in this case, me. So I refused, but I promised to find her a partner among someone who came from the festival. It won't be easy because I need not only to arrange a secret wedding, but also explain everything to the future groom. I don't want to play a trick on the poor fellow. This is the end of this plot line for right now. Ask the hill campers to help you. What? Are you out of your mind? I admit my idea of letting a resident scientist is your way to ditch Candy, but if you tell the local park about it, they'll do everything possible to help you. To be honest, I'm losing the thread. The singlets have the goal of meticulously examining every Tsourai they encounter, just to find out what gives them immortality, but Parba don't burden themselves with such thoughts. In the ancient story, it was said that there was a connection between them and the Swallow-Kin King, which eventually disappeared. So Parba will be happy if you give them a Tsourai who can worship and fulfill all their whims. Of course, Milosh could have done much for her, but if he really doesn't appear, Candy won't have a single chance. That's not much of a choice. Okay, I agree. So now I need to choose the right time to tell the hill campers the news. And to explain that I am Grullo, but not my father. Yes. I'm glad that you agreed. You will feel better, you will see. I really hope so. And thank you, Roui. I can say anything about them, but Parba, and they worshipped the Swallow-Kin land a long time ago. Reestablished a connection with the Tsourai, the highest reward for them, even though there's only one Tsourai, and she's not even the Swallow-Kin. They will take care of Candy's mind and free Grullo of the burden. Alright. So that's that for that. And then we're just going to load one more time. I know a couple of singlets in Nori who are ready to fight each other for a real Tsourai in the laboratory. You can provide them with candy, and they will compensate you handsomely. Do you think I need to be compensated? If you keep in mind the circumstances of your sudden old age, Singlet's money wouldn't hurt you. And think to yourself, you'll help them make a huge step in the study of Tsourai. I risked my life saving my friend. You tell me Cinder gets studied by some scientist like she's some experimental material? Girl, they won't chain or dissect anyone, as you might have already imagined. And wait, you still don't know the main thing. They came up with something which is capable of gathering a field similar to the flat. Of course, it's far from the real flat, but at least it can support the life of the Tsourai. Tell me one thing. Did these singlets succeed in putting at least one Tsourai into their laboratories? Huh? No, but that's what I'm talking about. You'll be the first man who will help them. Everything's clear to me. Get out. But think about the prospects. You and Candy will be supervised and... I don't want to think about anything. Get out here, you rat with gnarled brains before I kick those brains out of you. Oof. I do think I shouldn't tell anyone about that. Luckily, that's just a assistive vision of how things could go.